Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast, a weekly battle of wits, debating everything from horseshoes to hand grenades, all for the privilege to be called right. And now, your hosts, Bobo and Travis.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Prestige Worldwide, the podcast. I'm Bobo. With me, as always, is Travis.
Hi, guys.
Coming to you live from a walkout basement in the middle of white America.
That's it.
How we living?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
I'm on day 8 of no running water, so I've been better.
Just hunkered down in your dry palace.
I told people I should charge for this experience on Airbnb. It's like a rustic living
Is that
throwback.
Right? Yeah.
I think I can make some money off it. What do you think?
Come stay at my house. You get to pour water over your own shit.
Yeah, you get to shit in the woods. I mean, like a fucking bear. I mean,
or shit in the
I'm
woods.
I'm basically Bear Grylls at this point.
Is that right? You're drinking your own piss.
8 days of living with no running water turns you into Survivor Man. Did you not know that?
I don't think that's correct. And also, Survivor Man and Bear Grylls are two different people.
Oh, they are?
Yes. Les
Who's
Stroud
Survivor Man?
is Survivor Man.
Who? What's his name again?
Les Stroud.
Les Stroud.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Bear Grylls. That name doesn't ring a bell.
He was, what was his show called? I can't think of what.
Survivor Man?
No, Survivor Man is Les Stroud.
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, I can't think of I forget what his show was. But anyways,
Man versus Wild or something.
Man versus Wild. That might be it. Yeah, something like that. But yeah,
is that the one?
Yeah,
whatever. All those shows. I'm all those shows at once.
Is that
basically.
right? Okay.
I've never been more certain about anything else in my life.
What have you done to necessitate this title?
Well, I'm peeing outside.
Okay, and that's it.
I'm pretty sure that's the only difference that separates me from Bear Grylls.
You haven't killed your own dinner and worn its face.
I've done that before.
No, but that's the whole point of this was you have turned into a survivor, man. I'm
surviving out here, bro. Scratching and surviving. Good times.
I don't think pissing outside is surviving. I think that is just what lazy guys do.
Well, you're not living the life like I am, so you couldn't possibly comprehend the levels I'm going to right now.
You know what? You're right. Walk a mile in someone's shoes before you judge them.
That's right. And then tell me I'm not Survivor Man.
I turned my water off for like 20 minutes today. Does that count?
Oh my God, you were almost there, dude.
I was. Yeah.
If you had just done it for a few more hours, I could anoint you into the club.
We would have been on the same level. Is that what you're saying?
It's like a brotherhood, like a fraternity. It's basically like the Freemasons, only stronger.
Is that right?
Yes.
Are there levels?
Exactly. I think there's levels like Scientology too. I think I'm like on the highest level.
Well, no, there's levels in the Freemasons as well.
So. Yeah, but I don't know how many. I think there's more of them, and they're more complex, and I don't understand them.
I don't either, but I just it's funny. A while ago, my aunt gave me my grandfather, who I never met. He died before or maybe when I was a baby or something like that. She gave me his Freemason ring, and he was level 32.
32? Is that a lot? How high does it go?
It only goes to 33.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Your grandfather was running the U.S. government from behind the scenes, cloak and dagger style?
Well, I doubt that, but
I also didn't know that your uncle or your grandfather was Jewish, so congrats to you. Mazel tov.
I don't think it's not a Jewish thing.
But don't Jews run the world behind the scenes? That's what I keep hearing.
Oh, well, yes. I mean,
and I thought Freemasons also ran the world behind. So I assumed that all Freemasons were Jewish.
It's kind of like that movie Pacific Rim where it takes more than one guy to run the robot. So you got the Jews on one side, the Freemasons on the other, So
okay, it's like Voltron. You got a whole Voltron situation going on there. Okay,
right.
So if what line do you think the Freemasons are in the Voltron of world domination?
Well, I think it only takes two. You got the Jews and the Freemasons. So
okay.
So
it's like flying a fighter jet. There's a pilot and a navigator sort of thing going on there. Like the whole. Which one is? You think the Freemasons are Goose or Maverick?
I would have no idea. I'm not in this. I'm not in this clique. So I would like to know.
That's the kind of answer that someone that runs the world behind the scenes would say.
Right.
I don't want to give away the information.
I know you were trying to trick me into telling you my secrets, but
I'm going to recklessly speculate that the Freemasons are Goose and the Jews are Maverick.
I hope so.
I'm pretty certain of that.
I don't know why I hope so, but I hope so.
So Maybe. I don't know. Whatever. That's pretty cool, though. So do you wear the ring and, like, try to impersonate your grandfather?
No. I fucking hate jewelry. But I thought it was pretty cool.
It is pretty sweet. What did you hawk it on Craigslist or what? You put it in a pawn shop? What'd you do with it?
It's actually sitting down in my basement with me right now.
Dude,
I don't know what to do with it.
That's cash for gold, bro.
I know.
.com.
I know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it. I feel
I do. Let's go down to the store. Let's go down to Megatronics.
I feel like pawning it may be a bit of a bad idea, but I'm open to suggestions.
I mean, I don't know. I think you should get rid of it as soon as possible for some cash.
Okay. Well, maybe I will.
I can't. It'd be a heady play.
Okay.
All right. Moving on. We got a lot to talk about this week. We got a whole. We were talking before. So Travis and I have like a little pregame huddle, before we do the show. Try to get all our ducks in a row. What we're going to talk about.
Right.
There's a lot of news hitting this week.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. A lot of shit hitting the fan, if you will, this week. So we're going to try to get through that at the end of the episode. But we also got a whole topic we're going to do also.
Right.
Which I found much harder to do than I thought I would.
I kind of found this difficult as well.
Did you? Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not alone in this one. So this week's episode is bucket lists.
Right.
The bucket list, the buckethead, the episode.
Are you Morgan Freeman or am I? Shit. Who was the other guy in that movie? Is it?
Oh, the old dude.
Yeah. Was it John? Was it Jack Nicholson?
John Travolta. I think it was Jack Nicholson.
I think you might be right.
I like Jack Nicholson. I think I would be him.
Okay, so I'm Morgan Freeman with the velvety voice.
If that's how you see yourself, it was Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
I have confirmation.
Well, there
the
we
Google
go.
machine never lies to me.
Well, all right. So, why did you find this so difficult?
Because I don't really have any hopes and dreams anymore. They've all been killed.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Like none.
I had a hard time figuring out what I was going to do. Like with what I wanted to do in the event that, making a list myself.
Right.
I was like, I don't really care.
So, okay, we did. So what we have here is we have a list of bucket list items, but we also did anti-bucket lists, like things we won't want to do again or things that we never want to do. So did you find either one of those easier?
I've done a lot of things that I don't care to do again, but for me, that list had to be like things that you kind of enjoyed.
Oh, so
you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Or so okay, well that's good then, because there's a lot of things I hate. I can talk about the things I've done that I hate all fucking day.
See, I found that difficult.
Oh no, God, that's my whole life, Travis.
I mean, I choose to forget them, so I kind of find that a little difficult.
Oh, my hate knows no barriers to memory. I will remember things I hate forever.
Well, do you want to get into some of these?
Let's dig into it. What do you want to do? Bucket list first or anti-bucket list?
Let's
we can do back and forth. What do you think?
I say we go back and forth.
Okay.
And we'll start off with bucket list.
Okay. I really only had one strong thing on my bucket list that you might consider remotely traditional.
Okay.
I have to go to Tokyo.
Okay. So that's on there.
But not because I care about Japanese culture historically.
Okay.
I kind of want to see how much more advanced it is than we are now as in society, as in American society.
You think it's a time machine taking you to Tokyo?
I do feel like it's much more advanced of a civilization than even like New York City is in America.
Just because you can buy panties on the street out of a vending machine doesn't mean it's more
right. I want to experience that. That is the definition of civilization to me now.
Is that right?
Yes.
All right.
I also want to experience anything that Bill Murray experienced in Lost in Translation.
Okay. So you're okay. That's fine. I don't judge you on that one too much.
I mean, I think that's pretty. Tokyo is a pretty common destination, I think, for people. I don't know if it's a bucket list destination for a lot of people, but it is for me.
Oh yeah, no, it's not the destination that I'm judging. It's the reason, the movie.
Well, you're right. I've been lying to you this whole time, Travis. I actually have to go to every movie where Fast and Furious was shot. And since Tokyo Drift, obviously, as the name implies, I must be on the ground in Tokyo to really live my life to its fullest.
I can't wait till you follow in Paul Walker's footsteps and go to hell.
God, I've been trying so fucking hard. God damn, man. Nothing would make me happier than own a Porsche with that much money and just wreck it into a tree.
That would make you happy, huh?
Blaze of glory, man.
All right.
Put it in my tombstone. Here lies Bobo. He almost became Paul Walker.
His dreams were short-lived.
Much like Paul Walker's career.
That's true. That's true.
All right, what do you got on
Actually,
your list? What's the first item on your list?
First one on mine is also is a travel one. I have only a couple states left to hit before I've hit all of them in the United States, so I would like to complete all 50
you stole
states.
the only other thing I wanted to talk about.
Is that right? Okay.
I've got 2 left. I've got Alaska and Hawaii.
Oh, you got okay. So I have 6 left. I have.
What are the other 4? I assume Alaska and Hawaii are on that list.
That's right. Maine.
Okay. You haven't been to Maine.
I have not been to Maine.
Okay.
Wisconsin.
I was there a month or so ago. You're not missing much, bud.
I would like to go, but Michigan is also on the list.
You've never been to Michigan?
Never been to Michigan.
Interesting. Okay.
The last one is really weird. And I don't know we've talked about this on the podcast before, but the last one's really weird. South Dakota.
Which is my favorite state in the whole union.
I've been to the North Dakota, but I've never been to South Dakota.
I find that fascinating. I also find that South Dakota is on your list, or even like Michigan is on your list.
Yeah.
But yet Wyoming is not, or
Nope, hit
North
that.
Dakota, or some of those weird states that everyone forgets. Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just find it, yeah.
There's another one. So Minnesota is another one that I've been told to put it on my list that I've been there, but I don't remember a city that I was in. But I know I had to get there from North Dakota to Iowa.
Right. Yeah,
Like
you had to pass through it.
There's no way to get there, but to go through Minnesota. So
There's a couple states I've been to that I was not in very long.
right. Yeah.
I mean, I spend about as little time in New Jersey as humanly possible.
You go there pretty regularly.
New Jersey?
Yeah. Don't you go down
Not
there
as
for
much
dogs?
as you think. I go to some other places close by to that, but not. I try to stay out of New Jersey.
Well, everyone does except for Bruce
God,
Springsteen.
that Jersey pride. Oh my God.
Yeah, Jersey sucks.
Everyone. Yeah, it does suck. It's the worst. If we could all just get together and just somehow jackhammer it off of the edge of the country into the ocean, that'd be cool.
There you go.
With me.
All right. Listen, I don't think you're going to get a whole lot of pushback on that one.
Okay, good.
But that's just
I'm
me.
into that. Let's start a fun. Let's start a GoFundMe.
Okay.
To jackhammer New Jersey off of the United States.
All right.
If I put that on, Indiegogo or even a GoFundMe, how much money do you think I could get for that in the first hour? Like 10, 20 million?
In the first hour, you will get like $10.
God, that's a lot of money.
In the first day, that's hard to tell. Like I'm not sure about that one.
I might try that. I might set that up.
Okay.
I think it'd be for the good of the union. In order to keep a more perfect union, if you will, we need to let New Jersey out and Puerto Rico in.
Sometimes it's just worth it to jettison the trash.
Well, we're not going to have 51 states because that doesn't look good on a flag, which is the only reason why Puerto Rico is not a state. Sadly enough, if we had 49 states, I guarantee you Puerto Rico would be 50.
Don't they vote on it every once in a while? They don't want to be a state.
No, they do actually. It's in recent years it's turned the other way, but historically those states don't get much of a choice. The United States decides. If you're a Commonwealth and we want you part of the union, you're going to be part of the union.
Gotcha.
That's just how it works.
I bet you
they don't want to be. They do actually more now because they're realizing how little we actually care about them as a country.
Right.
They're like an afterthought. So when they have this whole tragedy happened this past year, the natural disasters in Puerto Rico,
and
they're realizing no one gives a shit about Puerto Rico from a government perspective.
Right. You mean the ongoing tragedy that's happening?
Exactly. That's my point because the government's turned a blind eye to it.
Yeah. It is surprising to me that hasn't kept up with news at all. Like
they're not a state. That's the only reason why, because they're not
it.
technically part of the union.
Yeah, I get it. Sure.
Which is sad, because if we had 49 states, we would have made it an even 50 because of Puerto Rico. But because we have 50, there's no way we make Puerto Rico 51.
At this point, we have 50 and a half.
Why? Because District of Columbia?
No, because Puerto Rico is so decimated. It's about a half. It's a half a state at this point.
It's half a Commonwealth now.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
There we go.
It's kind of sad what's happening down there. I do agree.
It is. So
if you have some money to donate to charity this year in 2018, maybe throw a few bucks their way, guys.
Why don't you throw a Bitcoin to them?
Fuck you. They need real money, Travis, not fake money. Oh, Bitcoin's at 14,000 as of this podcast. It was up for like 17,000 a couple days ago, back down to 14. Don't worry, we're holding strong.
Great.
There's your Bitcoin update.
There it is. So Let's go. Let's move to anti-bucket list. What is
That was your whole bucket list?
No, we're not going. We're going back and forth.
That was pretty much all mine. So.
Okay. Well, I've got many more. So, what's on your anti-bucket list?
Interestingly enough, you've never been to the state of Maine?
Yes.
I spent 3 months on a canoe trip through Maine when I was in high school.
Okay.
And I never want to go back.
Really?
No.
Why not?
I spent way too much time in the wilderness actually being Survivor Man, and I can no longer eat blueberries because of that, because we had them every day for like 3 meals a day, and the taste of it now sours my stomach.
Is this what makes it specific to Maine though?
Well, I just associate Maine with all that stuff.
Okay. All right. So there's nothing like
it all happened. It all occurred in that state. So.
Right. It's not like a lobster like grabbed onto your balls or something like that.
No.
Got you. It's just a shitty time in the woods.
It wasn't shitty at first. It was just way too much time.
3 months in the woods. Yeah, that does sound bad.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like real rough. Like we're in canoes the whole time, sleeping in campsites, mosquito nets, the whole 9 yards. Like really, really roughing it, honestly.
Just chafing your ass the entire time.
Basically, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Okay, so I understand you don't ever want to go back to Maine.
Thank you.
I don't blame you at all.
All right.
My first one is more of I've never done this, and I don't ever want to do it. And mine is go to the Super Bowl. I have.
Okay, we've had some friends talk about that recently.
Yeah, I have absolutely no desire to go.
Were you there? I 100% agree with you. I'm a big football fan, obviously more than you are.
Right.
At this point, probably.
Yes.
And I would never go to a Super Bowl.
Right.
You would have to fucking carry me there, a limp, cold, dead body.
If you got free tickets, would you go?
No, I'd sell them.
Like, what if you couldn't?
Kidding me?
What if you couldn't sell them? Like, you got free tickets. They're at will call. That's the only time you're going to be able to get them. Like, and you got to go in. Like, you can't sell these tickets.
How good are the tickets?
I don't care. What's the threshold here?
Well, okay. So here's the thing. In order for me to go to the Super Bowl and enjoy the Super Bowl, it would have to be the whole experience.
Right.
So I got to be in the city for like more than a day.
Okay.
And I've got to be able to drink a few beers at the game and buy some food, which will probably be exorbitantly expensive.
Right.
If that's all included, I would go for free. Sure.
Okay. So it's not included. You're just going to waste those tickets?
Yeah, I wouldn't go. I have no desire.
You wouldn't go? Okay. I honestly don't know what I would do at that point. I was trying to look it up to see kind of what the average cost of going to the Super Bowl is.
It's about $4,000.
Oh, you are mistaken, my friend.
Is it more?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so it's gone up. I looked it up years ago, and that's what I saw.
So this article was from 2016.
Okay, so that's more recent what I've looked at.
Right, and it puts it somewhere around 7,300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a spicy meatball. So I mean, so I don't know that I can. Well, first off, I don't know that I could justify 7,300 to go watch a fucking game.
That's fucking. I mean, that's fuck you money to some people.
Right? Yeah.
Like, no way I'm spending that much on a fucking pair of tickets. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like I mean,
we share the same sensibilities though with being cheap, you and I. So that price tag for an event is just fucking ridiculous.
But my problem with that would be, okay, if I'm going to the Super Bowl, it's because I'm going to go see the team that I want to see. So we're going to a Steelers Super Bowl, okay?
Oh, right, of course.
But if I go and watch the Steelers and I pay $7,300 and they fucking lose, that would be the biggest fuck you to me. Like, and
let's be honest, in a vacuum, there's a 50% chance that happens.
100%. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I don't want to take that chance. That 50-50
that would
is
suck.
not
You
good enough for me.
spend $7,300 to go be disappointed?
Right. Oh, yeah.
That's the most expensive prostitute ever that doesn't make you come. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, I mean, I disappoint people all the time. I'm good at that.
Right, not for $7,300.
I can.
Usually
I'll
just
start
a fucking
charging.
steak. Usually just for a steak dinner or something. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. But
yeah, I'm with you, man. That would fucking suck. And you get even more upset and depressed because of the money you invested in it.
Right. Yeah.
Which makes it even worse.
It really does. Yep.
Yeah. Fuck that.
All right. There's one off. So you don't have any more bucket list. Items.
I was really thinking hard about this. There is not many things in my life places I want to go. There are things I want to accomplish.
Like what?
Goal-oriented, but I don't consider them bucket list items because they actually require hard work and dedication, and they might not happen even if you do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, even if you try, they may
even
not
if you
happen.
try, you might not succeed. Maybe I want to be president. Is that a bucket list item? I don't know.
Yeah, I guess not. No, I don't think so. Because
unless you're Oprah Winfrey, maybe it's accomplishable now. I don't know.
Maybe.
But
no, please not.
which, by the way, I'm all excited about people being excited about Oprah being the next president because that's in the news after her speech at the fucking
Golden
the
Globes.
awards dinner or whatever the other weekend.
Yeah, right. The awards dinner.
What was it for Emmy?
Golden
Lifetime
Globes.
Achievement Award for an Emmy or something? Was that what it
Golden
was?
Globes.
Golden Globes? Whatever. I don't give a shit about Hollywood in general.
Right.
But the same problems everyone has with Donald Trump being president.
Yep.
Are the same problems Oprah has.
Yep.
And if anyone out there who thinks that Donald Trump is a bad president who says they'd vote for Oprah, you should just go and take a screwdriver and fuck yourself with it.
Yeah. Well, you're part of the problem. I agree.
Yes.
I 100% agree. Like the reason why we're in this mess is not just because of the current president and the current administration and whatever narcissistic tendencies they may have. The problem is they don't know how to navigate these waters because they've never done it before.
Right. They are political outsiders. They don't know how the game works.
Right.
They don't know how the system works. They can't play the game. And let's be honest. We've done this before. Jimmy Carter, in 1976, was by all accounts, a very nice man.
Right.
Was a terrible president because he was a political outsider in Washington, did not know how to play the game, and refused to learn how to play the game, and the results were horrendous. Oprah would be 1,000 times worse than that.
Right.
At least Donald Trump, his whole life, has had political aspirations, and you kind of knew where he stood with stuff, and he had a platform, agendas. He's been involved in politics, even behind the scenes.
Right.
Oprah's been none of that even. She hasn't even had that experience.
Yeah, but
Being a nice person only gets you so fucking far in life.
right. But but on the flip side of that, while I see your point and I agree, the problem there is there are morality differences between Oprah and Trump. And,
Let's not talk about that. I agree with that. That's different, though.
Well,
I'm
but-
talking purely on an experience basis. She's even less experienced or qualified than Donald Trump as far as politics go.
right, but I don't think
as sadly as that is.
but I don't see her forcing America to pay for an $18 million wall that nobody fucking wants.
Maybe she wants to give every woman in America a Ferrari.
I'm okay with that. I'll cut my dick off.
I'm saying, I have no idea. I don't even know one of Oprah's I don't know where
Yeah.
she sits on any
I-
issue.
I-
And you'd vote for her for president? I don't even know if she knows what the issues are.
Right.
Nobody does, because she never talked about them. And yet people are out here now debating this week if she'll be president or not. Are you out of your fucking minds, people?
They need something to talk about. That's all it is.
That's a problem. It's a problem, though, that everyone's talking about it like it's a serious thing now. Because if that actually happens, the only thing to be president now is to be famous.
Oh, sure.
Famous people are what's wrong with America.
Okay.
And a big part of it. I mean, let's be honest. The super rich and the super wealthy are a big problem with what's wrong in America. The 1%.
Right.
Well, she's one of them. She's worth $3 billion.
Well, but all presidents are one of them.
Why do you say that?
Because they're all super rich.
Obama wasn't.
He is now.
He is now. He was absolutely not one of the most richest presidents.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Neither was George Bush Sr. George Bush Jr. was much more rich than his dad.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Anyways,
But yeah. So
let's get back to the list.
Yeah, back to the list.
So,
President, put it on the list.
So that's one of yours. President. You want to be a president?
No, I don't. I have no political aspirations. I was just joking about
Obviously, by this podcast, you have no political aspirations.
that. God, no.
Neither one
I
of
wouldn't
us
put
can
this on
run
air
for-
if I had political aspirations. Although it doesn't seem to matter anymore.
That is true. But
I can say whatever I want. Fuck now. Who gives a shit?
all right. So what else? Okay. Well, you want me to go on to one of mine then?
What do you got? What do you got left? Where do you really want to go? What do you want to do in life?
Okay. So here's another one, and it is kind of like my anti bucket list, but I would love to go see a Stanley Cup clinching hockey game.
Okay.
I would love to see. I'd love to see the Pittsburgh Penguins in Pittsburgh win the cup and get to see them, skate it around or whatever. But I won't be that selfish. I'll take it in either city. Because,
Question.
Yes,
So you have about no desire to see the Super Bowl,
absolutely.
But you are admittedly much more of a hockey fan than a football fan.
Right.
So why would you want to go see one over the other? Is it just because you like the sport more? Or is it the cost or what?
Both. I'm
much more a football fan than a hockey fan.
Right.
I don't want to go see either.
Okay.
In any setting at all. But definitely, I would even if my team in the football was playing in the Super Bowl.
Right.
I wouldn't want to go.
The reason why I want to see a Stanley Cup game, a hockey game, over the Super Bowl is because you're right. It's going to be cheaper.
Okay.
There's just no way around that one. It's going to be way cheaper than going to see Super Bowl. So,
right.
The other part about it is I get into the traditions of games. I do like the tradition of these games and especially hockey. And I think it would be cool to see them shake hands at the end of the game, and then skate the fucking cup around. Like,
oh my god, I turned the game off at that point.
Oh.
Even if it's like if the Capitals won, I would still turn it off at that point.
Well, you don't have to worry about that. But
shut up.
But I
but
don't know.
they tease me
like
so,
that.
Travis.
I like that part of it, and that's that. So that's just me. That's that. I really get into that. So I think that would be really cool to see it live.
You're just a huge hockey fan, though.
I am a huge hockey fan, but I don't know. There's, like I said, I get into, I get into that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's on my bucket list.
So you want to go see the Pens win the Stanley Cup?
I'd like to see them, clinch a game. Yeah, game clinching.
Think you're gonna try at some point? Because I don't, to my recollection, you've never gone to a Stanley Cup playoff game.
I have gone to a playoff game.
Not a championship game though.
No, not a championship game. But
right. So you've never been in that situation yet. So
I was close. There was talks about going to one of the games. Let's just put it that way.
Well, you should make it. This should be your year, buddy.
And I don't know. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. There's nothing more there. So
okay.
All right.
Why do you say anti-bucket list though?
No, that's on my bucket list.
Oh, I misunderstood you.
Yes, that's on my bucket list. We're going back and forth. Okay,
that's fine. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That's good.
So,
I have a lot of things on my anti-bucket list.
Well, we're gonna go to anti-bucket list now. So what's another one on yours?
On my anti-bucket list,
right?
I never want to leave the U.S. ever again, which is an exact contradiction to me going to Tokyo, which is probably the only reason I haven't gone.
We are a paradox of the two of us.
I do not understand, and well, maybe I understand it. I just don't. It doesn't appeal to me. Travel.
Okay.
It's not a big deal for me. It
right.
doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I don't, unless I cannot physically get it in America, then it might have some allure to me. But almost everything I could ever want is in America. Like if you go to another country, you go to London,
right?
You go to somewhere in Scotland, you go to Paris, France, whatever. It's still the same stuff there. I mean, it's different culture,
right?
But you're still drinking alcohol, you're still eating food, you're still driving around in cars. It's still the same basic lifestyle.
Well, yeah, but sort of. I mean,
I guess sightseeing has no allure to me, is what that is.
Okay, you don't want to see, but there even like just traveling wherever you're gonna see different things than you do in America. So I don't.
Oh, you're going to see different things. I agree. It just doesn't have much appeal to me.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't know. Even in countries where they speak English, the language barrier is a huge concern for me.
Really?
That would scare me a little bit.
Yeah.
But even I have no desire to go to England.
Oh.
My wife went the other year. I stayed home.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all because I have.
And to make you more upset, I could have gone for free. All I had to do was pay for the plane ticket. Everything else was free.
Yeah, that's horseshit. I mean, one of my bucket lists, which we're just going to glance over here, but was to visit all of the countries in Europe.
All of them? I
mean, I've marked off a few at this point. So
even Yugoslavia?
Yeah, sure. Bring it on. I mean, I would. It would be like if you don't know this about me at this point, and you've been listening to this podcast, I am a completionist. So whereas I start something, I really want to finish all of it.
So if you have sex with one man, You
gotta
got
get
to
'em
bang
all.
your way across America for every dude alive.
Right. It's just dick.
That's
dick.
the only thing that keeps you heterosexual.
Right, because I have not made it through all the women. I've only
Right.
I've only unsatisfied a few of them. But
I like how you paused before you said the words "a few." Like you had to find the right words in case Mandy listens to this and I get pissed off.
she knows my number, and it's not impressive. But that's part of the Europe thing. Like I've been to how many? I don't know. I've been to like five or six European countries at this point.
You got a lot more to go, buddy.
Yeah, oh no, I know that's a huge, but I think that's also part of your bucket list too. You want to get something that is a little outside of what your normal reach is. Like I could get all 50
True.
states. That's not going to be a huge task, but to get all the countries in Europe, that's going to be a huge one.
It's funny you say it's not going to be a huge task. If you were to visit all 50 states, that would put you in like the very upper echelon, 1% of people that have done that.
Well, it wouldn't be no. I mean, it wouldn't be tough for me to do now because I've marked off so many of them.
Right, but I'm saying like in general, it's even when the list starts at 0.
Right.
Still, to get to this point, we have 6 left. I mean, it's still pretty. I mean, most people don't even get that far.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I don't take it lightly. I'm very happy that I've gotten to travel all those places and meet all those people, and it was fun. Still fun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess I got to make it to the last 2 only because I've got 2 more to go.
Yeah.
I have almost no desire to go to Hawaii though.
Really?
Yeah, put that on my anti-bucket list. I'll probably go because I want to. It'll be the 50th state because I have to go to make all 50. But it's a long plane ride, and it's just what is it? It's just beaches and resorts. They have those way closer than Hawaii.
It's not really resorts. I guess there's probably a couple. I guess there's resorts there. It's mostly hotels. It's not like going to the Caribbean or anything like that.
Well, sure, but I mean, like, there's hotels on the beach.
Right. Yeah.
I imagine they have that everywhere. Anywhere down in Florida, in Southern California, on the Gulf Coast.
But you're gonna be on a volcano. You're not on a volcano. Where you are right now.
That's terrifying.
Sure. I don't know. Tell me a better way to go out than being, lava spewed all over you.
Sleeping pills.
dying peacefully in my sleep.
Dying peacefully in your sleep.
I want to go
9mm to the temples.
I want to go out in blazing glory. I just don't want to drive a car like Paul Walker. I want to be.
You want to be Darth Vader in Star Wars,
but I'd like to think that I would
burning
try
to a crisp on the shores of some weird planet.
I'd like to think I would try to like surf it a little bit before. And
like Kurt Russell in Escape from L.A.
Right, it would go horribly awry. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I think it would be fun.
That would be pretty sweet, actually. Put that on my bucket list. I want to surf lava with Kurt Russell in
Done.
LA.
Yes, that's attainable. Done.
Is that
All right.
obtainable?
Of course.
Okay, well, that's on my list then. I want to do that.
All right. So I have more bucket lists if you do not.
What else you got? What else you want to do, Travis? I want to know about your hopes and dreams because I don't really have any. They've all been crushed by 11 years of marriage. So,
I'd like to get a tattoo. That one's not that glamorous, but
that's cool.
Like
I should do too. I just haven't done it because I cannot find the right artist to draw it the way I want it.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done it because I'm too cheap and I want to spend my money elsewhere. But
I don't know. They're not that expensive, so
they're not that expensive. But when I think about what I want to get, like I would like some sort of maybe like a half sleeve or a full sleeve or something like that. So it does get a little bit more expensive.
Yeah, those can be pricey.
And if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. And I've always just thought it like I'll save my money for something something else. Personally, I'd rather go travel than I would get a tattoo. But that's just me.
That's okay. I mean, you've done more traveling, so you're doing a good job there.
Yeah. So, let's see. Well, do you want to keep going down my bucket list, or do you want to go back to some anti-bucket list?
What else you got?
On the anti?
What do you not want to ever do again?
This is going to be kind of a funny one.
Okay.
Stain my deck.
Dude, that is a bitch.
I hate painting. I hate painting so much. I hate paint. Do
you really? I don't mind painting. Staining's a lot harder than painting, though.
I hate it all. It's all the same tedious task for me. and I just cannot stand doing it. And it really, and especially like with staining a deck, there's like steps and there's little crevices you got to get into, and it's just it's just so fucking terrible for me. Funny little story here.
Okay.
My dad owns rental properties.
Yeah, he's a slumlord.
Right. Yes.
Right.
And
yes.
he one time when I think it was like in high school or whatever, he wanted to, or he was going to pay me to paint the fire escape for one of them, and I said, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Make some money, whatever. And as the day wore on, I called him and I said, listen, I will pay you to finish this. I said, I can't do it anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Wow.
I
it sucked that badly.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about painting, but goddamn do I hate it.
I don't mind it at all. I think painting is one of the easiest ways to make a home look better. And I'm pretty good at it, and it doesn't bother me. I just put on some tunes and just go to work, man.
See, I'm not very good at it. From what I don't think I'm very good at it. I don't think it ever looks good. When like I don't understand. For me, when I paint, I don't get it. Somehow it always gets fucked up.
Well, you probably should drink first because you probably have the shakes from alcohol withdrawal.
Sure, that could be it.
That's my guess. If I had to just throw a guess out there, why you weren't very good at painting.
I guess
you should probably get hammered first so your hands are steady.
Isn't that the solution to all life problems there?
Most of your problems are probably because of that, Travis.
All right. Well, you know what? Lesson learned. I guess.
So that's close to one of the things on my anti-bucket list.
Okay.
Which is I'm never moving again. If I ever have to move out of this goddamn house, Travis, I'm just going to kill myself.
Realistically, what is your plan? Because I would guess that there may be a point to where you're going to have to move out.
I will sell this house with everything that's in it, and I will just buy new stuff.
Okay, that's
will be delivered.
All right, listen.
No, I think you'll be surprised if I ever have to move out of this house. It'll be because of some huge life tragedy. Like I'm not leaving this house. I'd rather die.
At some point, you're going to get old, and you got a lot of steps to your house,
right? Like in 50 years. But at that point, I won't even give a fuck.
All right. So okay. Well, that's that. Okay. Well, I hope.
Fuck moving.
I don't mind moving. Yeah, I don't mind moving so much.
I don't mind helping other people move. I actually enjoy that. It's like going to the gym for a day.
Sure.
I hate moving myself. I'm not doing it anymore. Fuck it.
Is it the packing of your shit? Or
it's the packing, it's the moving, it's the stress of your wife nagging you every fucking 5 minutes about don't break this and don't break that. Oh my God, Travis. I can't take it. No more. No more moving.
And you're in charge of like making sure everything gets done correctly and all that kind of stuff, correct?
Yeah, fuck that. And I'm too cheap to hire movers, as we know. So
right, yeah. I don't. Yeah.
If I had to hire movers, I would kill myself too because I can't bring myself to do that either. It's a shitty way of living, man. All right.
From what I'm hearing, you're just looking for a way to kill yourself. Like
most days.
Right, I understand. Okay, all right.
From sun up to sundown, I'm just looking for the biggest Xanax pill I can possibly find. Shove down my throat.
That's fine.
With whiskey.
So another one on my bucket list is
a 9mm.
We all welcome it. I would like to start doing some sort of art. And I don't know, something creative.
Didn't you play music? That's art.
I did, and I do, and I still pick up the guitar every once in a while. But like, I don't know, I want something else. I've been
Did Uncle Hare's crayon adventures?
Honestly, kind of.
Awesome.
I've been thinking about this for a little while now. Like, I would like something else to do creatively. I think probably for me, pottery would be pretty good. I like
pottery.
I like building things. I like
things I did not ever expect to come out of your mouth. Pottery was definitely on that list.
Yeah, like so at some point here, I would like to start doing something like that. So I don't know. I don't know if it'll stick. I don't know, but
not meant to stick to be something you want to do, though. You know.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm in my life. There are times where I'm just starved for a creative outlet, and I think that would be good. Either that, or I could jerk off on canvases and just paint with my own semen.
Whoa! What?
Oh wow! I was waiting. I was waiting for that response.
I don't even have a response to that. My question is, I don't understand how you're going to do that when there's so little to go around.
Oh, well, I'll work hard.
Okay, good answer. Yep, you got me. I tried to belittle you there, and you really threw it back in my face with a better one. So you win that round, sir.
Sorry. Anyways.
Sorry,
Back to the anti-bucket list. Do you have any more anti-bucket lists?
Things I never want to do again. I mean, so when you approached me with this episode, I asked you what anti-bucket list was, and you explained it to me, and my response was, oh, you mean like being born with a copy of yourself?
Right.
I'd like to go through life as an individual at one point. That'll never happen for me in this lifetime, but you never know in the next one.
What do you think has been the greatest effect of having a twin out there?
Oh, it's terrible.
Like, okay, so what's either the
Not
best
that
or the
he's
worst?
terrible, but
Right.
being a twin is terrible because there is never a point in your life where you are not measured, weighed, and compared to somebody else.
Okay.
You will never be truly unique individual on your own without someone comparing you to somebody else.
Right. I can see that.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. And especially
Like
when
it almost makes you want to move across the country and tell people you don't have any family.
have you thought about that at points in life?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Has there been a time where you could kind of forget that?
No.
No.
There's almost no point if you live close enough to your sibling or you hang out with the same people.
Yeah.
It'll never happen, even subconsciously with other people when you're not there. It's always happening, 24/7, 365, even on Sundays. So,
without putting down Uncle Hare, do you think you'd be a happier person without him?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
I guarantee you he'd say the same thing.
Sure, maybe, probably.
And I guarantee we'll get him on the phone next week to confirm or deny that. I guarantee you'd say the same thing, and it has nothing to do with me or him.
Right.
It's just that there's two of us.
Well, there can only be one Highlander, I suppose.
And I will cut his head off to absorb his power at some point in this lifetime. Let us be certain of more than one thing. That is it. At some point, I will suck out his soul and absorb his power, as only Connor McLeod could do.
What if there was a scenario where Uncle Hare got his head cut off in some sort of situation that couldn't be explained, but then they went back to this tape and they're like, "Well, we got to pin it on him."
Well, I'm fucked. Hey, at least I'll be an individual then, though, right?
That is true.
Stop being compared. So you know what? I'll be smiling from my prison cell, I guess, somewhere, wrongfully convicted of cutting off my twin's head to absorb his power.
The best part of your life would be prison.
Well, maybe let's go to prison and make it seem so bad.
That's true. It did make it seem kind of funny. So,
that was a great movie.
Yeah. So
Chi McBride's hysterical in that movie.
That's about it for my bucket list. Although I've got some more on my anti-bucket list.
Got any important ones you want to mention? What are some other ones that you really feel like you just never want to do again, or never want to do ever?
This one, I put this on the list, and I kind of waffle back and forth. But really, I have very, very little desire to go to an outdoor music festival ever again.
Okay, I've played them, I've been to them, and I agree because they sound like garbage.
They sound like garbage. It's always fucking hot. You're sweating your ass off. And if you're at one of the ones that, where it takes like over a weekend, then you're going back to a hot fucking sweaty tent. Yeah, it's just no, I don't really have a desire to go to an outdoor music festival ever again.
Completely agree with you. Although I bet you I end up there at some point again.
I do too. I agree. So,
which sucks, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? And then
you're gonna bitch about it, and you're gonna sit there and be like, "This would not be as cool as it should be," but I'm here anyways. So.
That's true. That's true. And the last one on the list, and this one is, I don't ever want to own a dog again.
Oh yeah, you don't like dogs. I know that.
And it's not that I don't like my dog because I have one. I love her. She is a good dog. But dogs are a pain in the ass for me. And and Mandy always talks about when we get another dog, and I'm like, it's never fucking happening. You can just stop saying that because it's not fucking happening.
Oh, you got another dog. I can't wait till I sell Mandy a dog for you.
Yeah, it's not happening.
That is my bucket list.
Okay.
Sell Travis a dog.
Sure. Well, first off, she's never going to go for your big ass fucking dogs. She doesn't like those dogs. So
listen, maybe I'll start downsizing the kind of dogs I breed.
Just start miniature Danes. They make those.
Oh no, I'll get a whole other breed just to get you one.
All right.
This is like a long con of spite. I'm going to start.
Listen. That's fine. It's not happening.
When someone asks me later, why do you breed this dog? Is it because you like them or you have, child memories? I'll be, no, spite.
Just be like, listen to the podcast, bitch.
Yeah. Listen to episode 56, idiot.
Yeah. So
And I spit on him and walk away.
Yeah, and I don't look. At least I try not to look down on dog people. I'm just not one of them. I find them such a pain in the ass.
They can be. I don't have any problem with people that don't want dogs. I don't blame them at all.
Yeah. So
I don't understand cat people either. So it's whatever.
That's fine. I am a cat person. I love cats, and they're so much fucking easier. And
which I don't understand because they're way much more hair to clean up. So.
No, I never found that.
Oh, I do, man. Fucking cats shed like a motherfucker.
You have long hair cats?
I did.
Yeah. I only have the domestic short hair, so she was fine. She's always been fine. I don't know. Anyways.
Okay, no more dogs for you.
I feel like we're gonna get into an argument of like cat lady versus dog guy. So.
Oh no, we already agreed to disagree there. It's okay. I don't have to. You like cats? I like dogs. Who gives a fuck? Whatever. It's all good.
Sure.
I don't care if you don't like it. I don't like people. You like people. Whatever. No.
I don't care if you're human and I'm not. I'm just better than you. Whatever. Doesn't matter.
Right. Exactly. I like girls. You like guys. / chicks with dicks. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Who gives a shit? It's all cool.
Takes all kinds. Takes all kinds.
You do you, buddy.
I'm gonna do me.
I just can't wait that you're not ever gonna do you because you have a wife and she's gonna wear the pants and get you a dog and you're gonna have a dog your whole life that you hate. And that's kind of the way Ann feels.
Well, good for her, and god damn it, I hope for death. So, you want to get into some end times here?
All right, let's do some end times. There's a lot of news rolling around this week that we got to get to. So we have to update the. I know we told listeners we would update everyone on the current celebrity body count, if you will.
Right.
And apparently, we have to add famed comic book legend Stan Lee potentially into the ring. Now, this news just hit. It's pretty recent. The Marvel Comics creator, Stan Lee, well, I don't think he's the creator of Marvel Comics. He was the former editor-in-chief. He didn't start the company, though.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I misspoke.
He's the creator of some of the comics, but not...
Most famously, the X-Men.
Right. Or Spider-Man.
Did he create Spider-Man, too?
He is the co-creator of Spider-Man.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I knew that he was the creator of the X-Men.
Actually, he may be the co-creator of X-Men, too. But anyways.
You're right. I think he's the co-creator of all of them because I guess they all share.
Right.
But I think the X-Men was actually his genesis, his original idea.
Right.
But anyways.
We're getting bogged down in the details.
We're getting bogged down in the details of Stan Lee. He's an icon. He is a legend in the comic world. Without him, you don't have all these great movies that you have now.
Right.
With the Fantastic Four, which are just wonderful movies. The Hulk movies, which are just incredible movies.
Yep.
Catwoman, maybe.
Catwoman is, yeah.
But no, all the great, Spider-Man, X-Men,
right.
Stan Lee, he's the fucking man, all right? If it's not Batman and not Superman and it's in comic books, it's probably him.
Right. Yes.
You know what I mean? So, but apparently he also likes to get a little frisky. Now, Stan Lee is very old. Do you have any idea, Travis, how old he is?
I do.
Okay, you do. He is 95 years old for the listeners.
Right. Yes.
For those of you who might be wondering, he was born in 1922. That's old as shit.
That is, yeah. Do you get?
I think they were still pulling horse and buggies in a lot of cities back then.
Yeah. Now, okay, but let's get into this. What he actually did, because I want to see if his age gives him a bit of a pass. But
man, that Me Too crowd is just going to roast you alive for saying that.
Okay, I said a bit of a pass.
Okay, well, apparently he's in a dispute with with a nursing home company. He has, I guess, nurses come look after him at home.
He is 95,
and apparently he's either lost his filter completely or he's doing it as a joke, but he's saying and doing some very unacceptable things to women, allegedly.
Right. From
this nursing home company. Basically, he's asking nurses to give him oral sex in the shower.
Right.
To pleasure him in his bedroom.
Of course.
He's getting very handsy with them.
Likes to use pussy and fuck in their presence.
Apparently stuff like that, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Now, however, there's a bit of a wrinkle with this.
Okay.
Because he claims, or his lawyer claims at this point, that he is being it's a shakedown is what his lawyer's saying. And,
right, because what his argument is that, well, if this was any legitimate claim, why have they not filed a civil action, gone to the police? Why are they still working for him, et cetera, which are all pretty valid claims.
Right. And, and actually nothing has, like, the company has not been named yet. There are no civil lawsuits nor any alleged victims or, as far as police reports go. And and this is a former company that he uses. Now he uses a different company. And his new company is standing up for him.
Yes, they're saying that he's polite, kind, and respectful.
Right, yeah. So I'm going to reserve judgment on this. Also, I do, like, with this kind of stuff, like, you found it funny that President Bush was pinching girls in the ass and using his little...
I thought the joke he was telling was funny because I can't believe it's true.
Right. I
don't think it's funny if he was actually doing it in any kind of seriousness.
Right. I don't either. And like...
But let's make no mistake about it. Stanley is 95 years old with in-home nurses taking care of him. He is not a threat to be a sexual predator.
If he forces you to do anything, somewhere life went wrong for you.
Right. Like, I mean, basically you are Stephen Hawking. He forces you to do something. Like, you have no control over any muscle in your body.
Right, yes.
Because he has no control over his, apparently, including his brain filter.
Right, yeah. And let's be honest, man. The dude's grieving. He lost his wife last year. So
yeah,
let him say a pussy or a fuck around you. Let's.
I don't know, man. If that's all that he's doing, I'm not sure this has legs. I wonder if he's actually done something or not. I guess we'll find out. But again, you kind of are besmirching a man's name regardless of the outcome.
Yeah,
this will always be out there now.
Absolutely, and especially people that like just read headlines. It was like, oh, Stanley's another one. But if you actually like look into it, it's not as bad as it seems.
No, but the headline looks just as bad as anything anyone else was doing.
You're absolutely right, and we're talking about it. So
it's a big problem. The more I see stories like this come out, the more I think we need to have some kind of protection for people that are accused of crimes.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you.
These guys get this newspaper, the Daily Mail, I guess. I mean, that fucking disreputable piece of shit company could just throw this out there with no repercussions.
Yeah,
they were going to at least tarnish his name to some level that will never be fully healed.
Yeah, I mean, for I guess the difference here though could be that as the news cycle goes so fast, if this isn't true. And it somehow like goes away. Very few people are actually going to remember this.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's right. I don't, but
let's be honest with you. Like, he's 95 years old. Let's say this passes, Travis, and he dies in 3 or 4 years. If this story hits his obituary, then it mattered forever.
That's true.
He's 95. Let's be honest. We're going to find out in the short term.
Right. Yeah.
And that's my problem.
You're right.
This guy's name could be tarnished for all time if that happens. Over potentially nothing.
Yeah.
Or maybe he is actually a fucking pedophile in disguise. Who knows?
This one is kind of a tough gray area because there are so many people out there, well, at this point that are getting accused of this kind of stuff that is never going to get any kind of repercussions.
I don't know.
They're like, or I shouldn't say that. They're not going to get any repercussions via the law or the justice system. So, like, do you protect somebody like that when, I don't know. It's just, I guess the whole point of this is if something happens to you, speak up. Because don't let this shit go. I know it's hard, or, well, I imagine it's hard. I don't know. I've never been put in that situation, so I think it's a little condescending for me to say I know it's hard, but I imagine it's hard. But that's where I think that is the kind of the moral of this is, if something happens, speak up.
Yeah.
And now I'll get down off my soapbox.
Okay.
So we can talk about a teacher.
That's a valid point, though. Speak up.
Yeah.
But only if it's legitimate. Don't ruin a guy's name if it's not true. And we're not sure if this is true or not.
Right. Oh, listen, false accusers, man, that boils my blood. And oof. But anyways.
So yeah. All right, real quickly, next piece of news, which is going to hit the news, and we'll see what the outcome is. We'll report back on this one in a week.
Right.
Apparently, a Louisiana teacher got handcuffed and arrested at a school board meeting talking about giving the superintendent a raise when they were like, basically all the teachers haven't gotten raises, apparently.
Right. Basically
bullshit. The 1%'s getting richer and we're stuck in the same. We're just, spinning our tires in the mud. And yes, I want to talk about it because that's all important and teachers are making less money and the superintendent's making more and yada, yada, yada. But what I really want to talk about it is there's a piece of audio in this. It's recorded what happened and the audio is funny to me.
There is a 1 second part of this that is funny to Bobo.
So let's play the clip real quick. Let's start the clip. It's at 8:30 in this giant long thing.
Okay.
And you'll see the part that I think is funny.
Okay.
So this video is for people who don't know. If you want to watch it, we'll put the link on the website.
Yeah, I'll link to it. So yeah,
it's a 12.5-minute video, and this part happens about 8.5 minutes into the video.
It's worth watching the entire thing.
What's up?
I was saying it's worth watching the entire thing. Although we'll just play.
Yes, because you'll see that this lady is not out of line, honestly.
Right. Yeah.
And the whole crowd seems to approve of what her question she's asking, and they basically usher her out forcefully. A cop or a marshal or something, whatever he is, ushers her out of the school board meeting because she won't stop talking about the student getting a raise. And outside of the room right afterwards, he attempts to arrest her.
Yeah. But not attempts. And he does.
He does.
Spoiler alert.
This video starts when after she's been removed. And they're milling around, and all of a sudden you hear someone shout, she's getting arrested. That's when this video starts. Let's listen to it real quick.
You didn't know arrest.
Why are you putting her in handcuffs right now?
Oh,
let's go see this. Go.
That's all I want to watch. So
That's it.
I find it funny because this video goes on for 8.5 minutes. You have no idea who's recording it. And all of a sudden, the only piece of audio you get is a guy going, "Oh, let's go check that out."
I speculate this is like somebody's husband that was dragged there to record
That's
this.
exactly. I'm picturing just some maybe because this is probably what 40-year-old man, give or take,
right?
Whose wife drug him to this school board meeting, and he's sitting there like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" And then things start to get interesting, so he whips out the cell phone like any good bystander does to record something.
Yeah.
And it gets really interesting. And he just gets excited like, "Oh, yeah, check this out."
Yeah, I mean,
God, I find it funny, though.
Right, because what is happening in the video is infuriating, but
yes.
Like it's almost like he has no dog in this fight at all. Like,
no, he's just there for the lulz, man.
Right. So...
God, I just find that part of the video so funny. Yes, someone's probably getting illegally detained, and it's a valid concern at this meeting, and yes, that's all important. But the video is pretty funny at 8:30. You should watch it.
And I'll have a link on our website, pwthepodcast.com.
I was watching it myself, and I was like, all of a sudden that line hits, and I'm like, whoa, what? I don't know why I found it so funny.
Yeah,
but I did. Sorry, guys. You have to deal with my weird sense of humor there. It derailed the whole video for me. Because I was all on board with this chick, and I felt bad for her, and I was like, man, they're going to do something about this. Something's going to happen. And then I heard that line, and I forgot all that as I started laughing.
All right. Well.
So, yeah, the number is 747 banging.
That's 747-226-4464.
So go ahead and call in this week. We want to know what's on your bucket list.
Right. Or anti-bucket list.
Yeah, or anti-bucket list. What do you not ever want to do or ever do again that you've done?
Bucket list I find interesting. Anti-bucket list I find funny.
So,
basically.
okay, let's make this the poll question, sweet Travis.
Okay.
What do you have a bigger bucket list or anti-bucket list?
Okay.
Are you a hater or are you a doer? Are you more like Travis where you have goals and things you want to do and things you want to see and places you want to go? Or are you like Bobo, who's just been beaten down by years of mediocrity in life and just want to talk about all the things you hate?
Yep. Okay. That'll be up there. So, go to PW the Podcast to watch this video or to vote on this poll.
We also can make a second poll to see if Stanley's actually a pedophile or not. I want to know early results. Do you think he's a pedophile or not? Do you think he's not pedophile, sexual predator or not?
Okay. We'll have two polls up this week then.
Is Stanley, 95-year-old Stanley, who's never had an accusation in his life, is he a scumbag piece of shit? Or is this all just bullshit?
All right. We'll have two polls up there. And then you can also, if you don't feel like going to pwthepodcast.com, you can also answer these questions via comments on our Instagram or the Facebook page.
Absolutely.
Or you can tweet at us if you'd like.
Yeah, tweet at us. It's all PW the Podcast.
Right.
Just tweet at us. Leave a comment on our Facebook, Instagram, all that. Give us a call. Leave us a voicemail about it.
Yep.
If you call in your answer, we'll add it to you on the poll. We'll put it in for you manually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. And
we take votes over the phone.
You're also going to get some airtime. So
you might get some airtime too. That's pretty true.
There's no might about it. You're gonna
get some airtime. If you want to call in, you got something to say, call in, and we'll give you your 30 seconds, all 20 seconds in the sun.
There it is.
We'll give it to you. So yeah, it's PW Podcast, as we said. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud. You can find us all the normal places. You're also on YouTube. If you want to stream the audio on YouTube, it's there every week as well. Travis spends minutes of his life putting it together for you, so please reward him with a couple of plays. Please.
That would be nice.
And tell your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. And that's it. Anything else you want to say about this week, Travis?
I don't think so.
All right, roll Tide.
We'll see you next Thursday.